Hey y'all, how's it going? It's your boy Canard Lewis. We here in the flesh. We doing it right. And I'm here today to talk to you about a topic that's more so dedicated to the graduates, but it doesn't mean that the things that I'm saying can apply to everybody, you know. But I do want to thank everybody who tunes in, who speaks, or who listens per se, uh, because it is really an honor to be able to speak to such resilient, intelligent, beautiful souls. You know, our journey to this finish line was not an easy one. You know, although that everything in our lives or even this world aren't as normal as we would like them to be, we're still here. But what is normal? You know, it was once normal to maybe think that I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of college. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this program. But y'all here. That's a new normal. See, the normals in life are constantly changing. It's like one moment we could be struggling to hand in assignments, and then the next, we find ourselves pulling ourselves up together and handing in those assignments just in time. I'm by 11:59 p.m. You know, part of that journey for us was dealing with the country's battle with racial, gender, sexual orientation, and even religious injustices and inequities that have been plaguing this country for quite some time. For me, it wasn't always easy growing up poor on West Tremont Avenue in the Bronx as a black and Puerto Rican man, as not many of us make it out the hood. We're not always surrounded by positivity on every corner that we turn, but we survived and thrived in the chaos. We lost people, and hearts and prayers go out to all those that are not here with us today, as they'll be deeply missed. This past year changed the way that we functioned, the way that we received resources. I wasn't always in the best financial situation when I didn't always have enough money for, school or to eat right. But for Lehman, they came through with the Petrie Grant, with the food bank to help me out. You know, I wasn't always in the right place mentally, but the counseling center gave me a space to express my emotions for the past 2 years. Lehman hired me as an RA. And I became a food security advocate because food is a basic human right. There is no shame in asking for or needing a helping hand. We could have became another statistic, but our colleges, our universities, our programs, all of that gave us an opportunity to make something out of ourselves. With the help of our friends, our families, and even the staff at our respective campuses, you know, allowed us to graduate, allowed us to choose to graduate because the grass is greener on the other side. You know, I know with our degrees in hand, we probably feel hype, and we should. This wasn't easy. Some of us are first gen college graduates. Some did this while being mothers. Some did this while being fathers. Some came from humble beginnings like myself, as well as being a first gen college graduate. But I feel that a reality that will soon kick in that many of us are probably thinking if we haven't already. What's next? Who gonna hire me? I think that's a real question, and it's scary because not knowing what the future holds can bring a level of uncertainty that can be scary. See, when I applied to Lehman, I was put on the wait list. I was freaking out. I was panicking. What am I going to do? How am I going to get my master's if the school that I want to get into isn't accepting me right now? But 3 months later, which was really 3 to 4 weeks before the school year started, I get an email from Lehman saying that I got in. Immediately hit them with the OMG capital letters while also apologizing for my unprofessionalism. Was I? Perhaps. But I was hype. I was one step closer to becoming a school counselor. Still was very ignorant though, as I came into the program with zero DOE work experience, zero prior accounting experience. And what made it even scarier was that I had to engage in telecounseling, or for even others, going to school virtually. School Zoom conferences, virtual workshops, that wasn't easy. I imagine myself in the school, in the classroom, dabbing up some of my students, seeing them face to face. But no, I had to call my students just to hear their voicemails or talk to a screen with no camera on. I had to adjust. But I tell you, it was not easy. But on the plus side, because there is one, there has to be one, right? We, and I said we, now have the skills to work in person and virtually. We became adaptable, well-rounded individuals. Life put us through a pandemic, and now we're standing tall, stronger than ever. It's because of this that I know deep within my soul that we're going to survive the next chapters in our life. Life builds upon itself. That's what I believe. So even if the next chapter seems difficult, or it is difficult, its foundation is based off of our past successes. I have this story that I want to share with y'all. You know, about a farmer who was planting, it's about the 800 Street of the Chinese, where there was this farmer who planted a bamboo tree seed. And he planted the seed and watered it and continued this process every day. You know, a year go by, 2 year go by, 3 year go by, 4 year go by, nothing has sprouted. And the farmer is on the verge of stopping. Like he's not seeing any results. He's not seeing anything. He wants to stop. But he continues. And on the 5th year, the bamboo tree sprouts. And the bamboo tree ends up growing 90 feet in 6 weeks. Somebody asked if the bamboo tree grew 90 feet in 5 years or in 6 weeks. The obvious answer was 5 years, because if the farmer decided and actually committed on stopping in that 4th year because he didn't see results, the bamboo tree wouldn't be able to grow the 90 feet. It probably would wanted to sprout in 2 years or 4 years, but the bamboo tree was not ready and probably wouldn't be able to survive the environment outside of the soil. I believe that sometimes we are meant to be molded in the darkness, as that's where the true development happens. Those late, lonely nights studying, working, juggling, managing kids, managing stress, managing assignments were tough. But they made y'all into the strong, beautiful graduates I see before me. We're not seeds anymore. We sprouted today. And whether we grow our 90 feet in 6 weeks, 6 months, or even 6 years, it's still 90 feet. Outside world is scary. I'm scared too. But I've learned that there are only 2 things that we can do when traveling our path. 1, focus on what you can control. We couldn't control a pandemic, and we most certainly couldn't have controlled the traumas that we endured or might endure in the future. But we did control the way that we responded to them. 2, operate in faith. Yes, that can mean a higher being, but I'm talking about faith within yourself. It was your hard work and determination that's what got you through college. So let us stand here rooted in the understanding that we didn't just graduate just to receive a piece of paper. We graduated because this was a piece of our puzzle in order to make a difference. We graduated because we watered our seed. Now it's time to water our plants. The world is counting on us. And like I said, I have no deep within my mind or my soul that you're going to make this world a better place. not only as individuals, but as professionals within your field. I love y'all. You matter. And thank you.